Yo, what's going on? Getting in some mile repeats along the beach front today in Treasure Island, Florida. 6 times 6 minutes at threshold effort with 1 minute recoveries, about 11.5 miles total on the day. Treasure Island is a town where literally the town emblem is a pirate. It's on all the garbage cans, and when you roll into town, there is a life-size pirate statue. The town is really interesting. All the bus stops look like this. They have this sun emblem, and here's what the buses look like. Everything here is very tourist oriented, so there's a lot of hotels, motels, and vacation rental properties, at least in the areas that I'm in. I was also very happy to see that there are public restrooms available along the beach. This workout wouldn't have been possible today without it. After I got back from the run, we had some breakfast, and then the kids were definitely ready to head down to the pool. We got there early enough in the day that at least when we first got there, it seemed like we had the whole pool pretty much to ourselves. But the area quickly filled up with a lot of other moms, families, and their kids. So I don't have a lot of footage from our time at the pool. I just didn't want to be filming around all those other people. But we did spend quite a bit of time there, enough time for all the kids to leave the pool while shivering and having purple lips. After that, we came back to the condo to get some lunch. My mother-in-law stocked the cabinets with my favorite refried beans, La Preferita. These come in a bunch of different kind of varieties. There's the authentic, there's a black bean, and there's even a vegetarian version. I like any of those. I prefer the vegetarian, but these definitely are gonna hit the spot for today. I had some bean tacos for lunch today, which were quite delicious. And then I noticed that my mother-in-law had traveled all the way from Iowa with her own salt and pepper shakers from home. I don't know what it is about today. Maybe it's because I didn't really eat right yesterday with all the travel, but it was a eat everything in sight kind of day. So when I saw that my kids had some cereal left over, they usually eat their cereal dry, but when I saw that they had some cereal left over, I poured some milk in there and had the rest of the cereal, and that rounded out the rest of my lunch. And then we headed out to go check out the beach and look for some shells. The place we're staying is right on the beach, so once you head out the fence, you're pretty much right there. We have to walk past a whole bunch of dunes and some dune grasses, and then we were on this beautiful white sand beach. The views here were just absolutely beautiful and very calming and relaxing. A perfect way to spend kind of that post-lunch period, just strolling outside with the family. It wasn't exactly a hot day out there. In fact, I was feeling a little bit chilly and the winds were picking up, but overall, it was just such a gorgeous time to be out there. The kids absolutely loved it. They loved being in the beach. They loved being on the sand. And there were so many different shells that they could look for. They really wanted to find shark's teeth. I've been in this area before, and I was able to find shark's teeth on the beach. But we didn't really see any of that here, but we did see a bunch of different kinds of shells. This is a cockle. I didn't know that offhand, but Grandma has a magazine or some sort of like flyer that has a bunch of pictures of different kinds of shells that identifies it. I also found some sand dollars. Apparently sand dollars are a little bit more rare. Look what I found for you.
Ooh, a sand dollar.
You're welcome. So the kids were really excited to see these when I found them for them.
A sand dollar, it's a baby one.
There you go. After that, we headed back home, walking probably a little bit more than a mile, and came back inside to warm up. I'm still in dad eating mode, so I was just finding anything that I could eat. This is some leftover macaroni and cheese that my kids hadn't finished from lunch, and I had no idea that I sit this way, but apparently I do, and I'm just sorry that you guys had to see that. After finishing the leftovers, I fell asleep for a while, and when I woke up, it was dark and everyone was gone. Apparently they were down at the pool. The pool is heated and they were having a good time, but I was cold just sitting in this apartment, so I felt like I did not want to get in the water. Instead, I took the opportunity to get some work done, started editing this video that you're watching now, and then everyone came back and it was time for dinner. We had a little bit of salad for dinner, and then also definitely got a chance to carb up, having some pasta and some garlic toast. Super tasty, very filling and satisfying. The kids and Grandma and Grandpa were sitting at the table, so me and my wife ate dinner at our own little table on the couch. This time I'm sitting a little bit more like a regular human being, so I feel like that's progress. After dinner, I was still in eat everything mode and in dad eat everything mode, so any package, container, plate that had a little bit of something left in it, I finished all those things. Then we were going to play some card games to round out the evening. So I got myself a beverage ready, and then we sat down to play a game of Uno. All 6 of us were playing, and I don't think I can remember the last time I played Uno with this many people, but it was a lot of fun. And I actually was the first one to get Uno at the table, and yet I was the last person to actually play all of my cards. So I guess I started out strong and finished horribly slow, which pretty much describes how I run a lot of my races. So I'm beginning to sense a little bit of a pattern here, but regardless, it doesn't matter who wins. We had a really great time tonight, and overall just a really great day.
Yo, what's going on?